question of number 4. You said there's a danger of the Adi Lord and the Tithi Lord, the Vaara Lord and Tithi Lord together at the same time. So you mean there's danger to health during this auspicious?
One of the two. She's talking about the previous page where some rules are there, And rule number 4, where the Vaara Lord and the Tithi Lord, if they are together in one house or they are one planet, one of the two will be troubled all the time. So what happens when you get into a relationship? Your health goes for a 6. So if you have to stay healthy, then your relationship goes for a 6. What a mess.
Goes where?
For a 6.
For a 6
Goes
as
down,
well.
goes down.
Oh.
Goes down. It's like this, it's like keeping water and fire together.
Oh.
One will put the other one out. I want you to understand what is happening over there. So then we need to find a way out. We need to find a fiery water boy or a watery. So you see the problem? Right. Okay. Now there was this mail order bride who got murdered. You know about that? Wow.
Sorry,
Mail order bride.
What happened to the
My number was the same as the mail order bride.
For the time lapse.
1/12 of the world will have the same.
She's just teasing.
So the mail order bride, this mail order bride, she was mailed from Russia, one of those places, to America, and finally she was murdered by her husband because she ran away with the blockbuster video guy or something like that. Okay. Whatever it is. Here's the chart, here are the calculations. Now you see the Tithi Rashi. Tithi Rashi is a sign which we arrive at by the calculation. Here is Capricorn. The rising sign is, did you do this chart?
It's right here.
Okay, can we see the next page? Here, I want, Capricorn is a Tithi Rashi, right? Very good. Can you tell me which Tithi she is born in? Shukla Shashti, or Venus is the lord of the Tithi. I want you to examine the Tithi occupied, the sign and the Navamsha occupied by the water boy. Who is the water boy in this chart? Number 1. Who is the water boy? Please put a circle around Venus, water boy, WB. WB, water boy. Keep that in mind. Okay? Venus is the water boy. He's in Capricorn in the Rashi. In which Navamsha is he? Can anybody tell me? There's a chart called the fortune chart which we call Navamsha. So those of you who don't know can probably... okay, Venus is in Pisces in the Navamsha. Pisces. Do you think Venus in Pisces is good?
Yes.
Right. If the water boy is in an exalted Navamsha, you could probably... your whole fortune will change after marriage. Does that sound good? You could marry a billionaire.
But you could actually marry a murderer.
Murder is not from the exaltation of Navamsha.
Okay.
No. Just because we cannot attribute everything to one thing. If we do that in Jyotish, we will never be able to learn anything.
Okay.
We have to find the reason why it happened. So the most important thing in her marriage, in her life, was a marriage by which she could come to America and have a fantastic life. In her country, which lady is going to agree to marry because of money? I mean, you don't even know the person. The person is ordering a bride and the bride is coming to live. What is that? Is that not like prostitution?
Desperate.
Right. Now you see the Tithi Rashi. Which house is it? Capricorn. Which is the 7th house. So if the Tithi Rashi is in the 7th house, then you know that 7th house becomes very crucial in her life. Her whole career, her whole life will be changed by that house. That house becomes crucial. That is what will manifest as a major thing in her life. And that Venus, being the lord of the being the water boy, is getting exalted Navamsha, which is fantastic. So all those things are promising an excellent marriage. Very great wealth and fortune relative to her birth. In her birthplace, she probably didn't have money to eat food also. Okay? And after marriage, she's got everything. There's an exalted Navamsha of the water boy. Now, the problem here is, I want you to look at this Venus very carefully and see, is it good, is it bad, is there any affliction, what's going on over there?
There is affliction because Rahu is aspecting Venus.
Gale says that there is some affliction because Rahu is aspecting Venus.
So is Mars.
So is Mars, that's a good. Where is Mars?
No, Mars is aspecting the seventh lord.
No, Mars.
I don't see Mars.
Mars is in a trine for Venus.
But it's not aspecting.
No, it's not.
It's in a trine from Venus.
That is not sufficient.
Rahu hates Rahu.
Is it aspecting? Rahu is aspecting. Right? Who else is aspecting or conjoining Venus, which is good or bad for Venus?
Sun.
Right, so we have two malefics, the Sun and Rahu, which are damaging Venus. Do you see that? When the Sun and Rahu damage Venus, the person should stay away from people whose rising sign should be Sun or Venus. Now what happens if she marries a man with Leo rising? Right. She ended up marrying such a person because of money. See, Sun is second lord. He lured her with money. Come, I got money. He lured her with money and finally killed her. Yeah, he got caught. But that's separate.
So maybe she came to America on the advice of a Vedic astrologer who said, if you marry, you will become wealthy and all this.
That is true. She will become wealthy. That prediction is right. She became wealthy and all that. But she was supposed to stick to her husband. You know, you don't provoke the sun. You provoke the sun, he can be quite a hell of a thing. You don't provoke the sun. Don't challenge the sun.
So is there something in her chart that shows that she would do that sort of thing? That her behavior would be promiscuous? Or?
You see, the problem in this chart is that, you see, the Venus, if you look at the Venus carefully, it's at 9 degrees of Capricorn, right?
Uh-huh.
Where is the Sun? 25 degrees. It's the Atma Karaka. That is, you see, next to the Sun. That is something you will learn in future. But keep in mind, in your horoscope, there will be one planet against whom you will find AK written over there. Somewhere in your chart you will find AK. Put an underline over there. Don't provoke that planet. Never do that. He can ruin your life.
This is an example of the Vaara Lord and the Tithi Lord together in the same house.
Right.
The sun too, and the
Right. She's born on which day?
Sunday.
Right. Did you notice that Gail pointed
Yeah.
out a very
So
important
the Lord of
thing?
the eighth is Surya.
The Lord of the the Lord of the day. Who is the Lord of the day?
Sun.
Who is the Lord of the Tithi?
Venus.
What happens when Sun and Venus come together? Either Venus will survive or Sun. So you can see what happens then. You see?
We can't go through that?
It's difficult, very difficult.
Oh, and her dark heart was dropping. Crazy man. Foreign.
Yeah, I should have married him before mistake. There's a mistake in the dark heart is not. But then if he hadn't married, he wasn't a
Text 22.
Yeah.
Well, doesn't help you if you're dead.
Oh, previously.
They won't listen, that's what they don't listen. Okay, let's see the next chart.